All right, so like I said today, we're going to be doing phone graphics. So we'll be doing a design on our phone using Canva app, using Canva app for our design. And so what you do is you go to Play Store. You can watch my screen to see what I'm. You can go, if you don't have the app, go to Play Store. Then on the search bar, search for Canva. That's Canva. That's the app we are going to be using. So we are going to be using this Canva app here to install it. Okay, we can do that now because we're going to be using it for our design. So download and install Canva app and then open it. So once you've downloaded it, it will ask you to sign up. So if you have a Google account, just sign up with your Google account. It's easier that way. So sign up with your Google account to then when it is done, it should show you it should have a home screen like this. Just sign up with your Google account. So if you're on that means if you're on Apple, use Apple ID or use your Apple account. If you're on email, use your email now. Just use your email. Then I think there's Facebook option too. You can use that. Sign into your account. So, like I said, finish setting up your account. It should come to this screen. It might not be the same thing with mine because me I've done some design. So the most important thing is you have the search bar on top, and then you have the menu at the bottom. You have home. You have projects. Project is where you see the works you've done before. So if you've done any jobs before, you see them under your project. So for you, it might be empty because you've not done anything. Then templates is where you get your templates for your design. So the templates are like ready-made uh, designs that you can just pick, edit them, customize them for your own use. Then this plus sign is where you, if you want to start a new design, you tap on the plus sign to now bring a list of different types of design that you may want to do. We have the first one is document, second one is your story, we have Instagram story, we have flyer, we have poster, we have Facebook posts. So depending on what you want to do or what your client wants, because now you are a designer. Another way to go about this is you can go back home, go to the home menu. Let's say you want to do a design for birthday. So the thing about Canva is that it allows you to search for ready-made designs easily. It makes design process very easy. So if I want to design something for like let's say I'm designing a birthday, I'll just go to the search bar and type birthday and say birthday design. And when you hit search, it will bring out what's this? Oh sorry. Make sure I'm in the home, search Canva. So I'll make sure you're on templates. Mine was on projects before. Let me see if I should switch. Okay, templates. So I can search templates now. I'll search birthday design. You see that it will come out with different birthday designs that I can choose. So if I like any of them now, I can choose it. Like it will tell me use these templates. So if I tap on it, I can start using the templates. So it's telling me to upgrade. It's like this template is not free. Let me check. Okay, this template has Pro on it. If you check here, you see that there is a Pro under the template. That means the template is not free. So you look for the ones that don't have this Pro. See Pro, the ones that have Pro on them, they are not free. But this one now, like this happy birthday one now, it is it doesn't have Pro on it, so it's free. If I tap on it, I can start using that one immediately. to load the design. I can come here and change the picture of the person and then put some other things. So you see that within, if maybe within 10 minutes you can finish a birthday design for a client and then send it with Canva. So this is why Canva is very powerful, very important as a design tool. So if you're doing something like wedding IV, you type wedding. So a client can tell you do a design, do a small wedding IV for me. See, a lot of fine designs have come out. Like this first one now is very good for wedding design IV. You can select that one and start your design. So depending on what you want to design, you can come and search and it will give you ideas on how to design. And then you can also start your designs from scratch. Okay? So if you want to start your design from scratch, you can go to tap the plus sign and then select the size. Okay. So today we are going to do a design. Let me show you the design we are going to be doing. So we are going to be doing this design today with Canva. So in doing this design now, this is like a flyer for a restaurant menu. So we're going to try to replicate this. I got this design from Facebook, so we're going to try to replicate this design in Canva. All right, so let's get started. So this design has an A4 shape or a document shape, right? So what we'll do is we'll go back, we'll tap on the plus sign you see in the middle here. Yes, the plus sign in the middle, the purple one. So if you tap on it, let me set something on my phone so that you can see my taps. So we can resume now. You see that the first one is doc, right? I don't know if your own is the same, but we want to use that document. That doc stands for documents. So we're going to use that doc. I'll tap on it, sorry. Okay, so this is the wrong template. It's giving me something else. Let's go back. Tap on back, and then I want you to choose flyer A4. So the problem with that document is that it seems like it's just for typing normal documents. So what we actually want to use, we are creating a flyer. So if you look under, you see we have flyer A4, right? Flyer A4, flyer A4. Did you see that? Yeah. So what we want to create is a flyer. Yes, that one you are pointing on. That's correct. So that will give us what we want. So after tapping on it, Canva might come up with a list of templates that they think you might want to use. So we don't want to use any templates. We want to start from scratch. So just click back to get the empty white page. All right, so that's what you need to do. I'm going to go back to my own because I've already prepared mine. So this is what we want to design. Okay, so you see we have two uh, what would I call them, like borders, like frames at the top. We have special food menu. So we have these two like frames on the top, like borders. We have special food menu. Then we have pictures of different kinds of food. Then we have some texts. Okay, so we might not be able to get everything exactly the way it is, but our goal is to design something that looks very close to this one. Okay, so this is your empty background. So let's look at the Canva interface. This white document you're looking at is called the canvas. That's where you're going to do all your drawing. So that's where you're going to do all your drawing. Then the plus sign there is where you want to add, is where you go when you want to add things to your design. When you want to add picture, you want to add background or any other thing. Then the plus sign, like I said, is where if you tap that, you see you have so many options. This design is for templates. Then elements is for adding different elements to your design. like icons, shapes, different kinds of graphics. Then text is where you add text, that's write-ups to your design. Gallery is where you take pictures that are inside your phone. If you want to add pictures that are inside your phone into your Canva design, so these are pictures that are inside my phone. If I want to add them to my Canva design, I can just pick any of them. Then uploads shows you the pictures that you've uploaded before during your previous designs. And then we have draw, which I rarely use. So these are the ones I use mostly. So let's go back. I'll just press tab back to go back. Then this other menu here, this four dotted menu here is for seeing your pages. Me, I have multiple pages already. So if you want to add page, you see this plus sign here. This plus sign here. So if you tap on this, it will add a new page. So that's not what I want to do. I just want to show you. So mine has two pages. Yours might just have one page. Then you can also tap on add page here. See add page under here. There's add page. And you can duplicate a page here. You can delete page. So you select the page and delete it. You can hide a page and then you can select pages and you can add notes to pages. Okay. So let's go back to our empty design. So to go back to your design, just double tap on it. It will go back to your design. You can swipe through. You can scroll through pages by swiping left or right. Okay. So why I kept the first one, the design we are doing in one page, so that we can always go back and reference it. Okay. Then do our design. So let's start our design. So for our design, the first thing we're going to do is our background. Okay. If you look at this design now, the background color is black, right? So for yours is white. If you tap on your canvas now, just tap on the middle, anywhere around your canvas, just tap. Below it, you will see color, right? You should see color below it. Did you see color? Did you tap on it? Tap on it now. So if you tap on it, you should see color. You should see replace and you should see color, right? So our color is currently white, isn't it? So you tap on color, then select black color. See where you have default colors, right? Then tap on black color. Okay? Have you done that? So just follow me as I design. Then when you're done, you go back. You can tap on this X sign. See the X sign there? You can tap on it to close and to bring you back to your design. Alright, so let's see what's the next thing to do now is to add um, these two ornamental stuff at the top. These things here and this one here. You can see that. So what we'll do to do this, we tap on the plus sign. Make sure you're on elements. Can you see elements there? So elements is here. See elements here on my screen. Look at my screen to see where elements is. Tap on elements. And we are going to search for, let's search for frame or decorative frame. Search for decorative frame. So it's good to know what you're searching for on Canva. So when decorative frame appears, you will see you have different sections. You have graphics, you have videos, you have frames, and we have audio, right? So what we want is graphics. So on graphics, click on see all. See all here. So tap on see all. So what we're going to do is that we're going to look for something that is close to what we have there. And the one you're going to choose, make sure it doesn't have pro on it, because if it has pro, you cannot use it. So I'm just going to search, scrolling. So most of them seem to have pro on them. So if you don't see what you're looking for, you can also change your search term. So let me search for golden border. So that's brought golden border for me. Search for golden border. I'll go to graphics and then see all. So this time we should be able to see something free that we can use. This is what I really mean. Everything is pro. All right, so let's use this one here. That's the third one. Let's try the third one. So to add it to your design, you just tap on it. Okay, I'm adding it to the wrong page. Sorry, let me delete that. Go back to my white page. Tap on it, and then you tap on it to add it. So this is what we're going to use. Unfortunately, we could not find something close to this, so we use this one. Okay.
Yes.
So you see that scroll. So that you see how this one is facing, right? So we're going to turn our own to face that way. So select, tap on the border to select it. Selected, right? So how do you know it's selected? You will see this purple square around it with like small circles at the edges, right? So that's how you know something selected. And you have three buttons at the top. So let's talk about these three buttons at the top. The first one with two squares and a plus sign is for duplicating. So if I want to create another copy of this one, which we are going to do is we'll tap on it and it will create, see that it has created another copy. Then the second one is obvious, is clear now to delete. So if you tap on it, it will delete it. Then the third one is for more options. So to bring out more options, you can copy, paste, select multiple, comment, link, lock, and alternative text. So that's what the three buttons do. Then there's another button at the bottom that's that is like that is going round. You have arrows going round. So that's for rotating the what you selected. So we want to rotate this now. We want to rotate it. So what we'll do is just select it and rotate. Select that's this portion here for rotation, and then turn it. So we turn it this way and then move it to the edge. As you're moving it close to the edge, you notice that Canva will create some lines. These lines help you with your alignments. You remember when we talked about alignment here. So that's the right place to place it. Then I'll reduce the size a little bit, just reduce the size a little bit. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is I want to create the second one that will be on this side. Then this one now, I'm going to remember we talked about duplicating. So I'll tap on duplicate it, and move it to the other side. I also make sure I respect the alignment line that Canva is creating for me. Then we're going to do something called flip because I want it to turn and face the other side, right? So if you look under your menu, you see we have flip here, right? See flip. I'm pointing at it here. So if you tap on flip, then we want to flip it horizontally. So tap on flip horizontal, it will now flip to the other side. So you should now have something like this, two borders facing each other like this. Alright, so we've successfully added our borders. Let's see what the next thing to do is to type our texts. So special So that's special. What typeface did they use there? Is it sans serif, serif, script, or decorative? You don't remember. So that's a script font. So what we're going to type now is special. So what you do, tap on your plus sign, and where do we go to now? We go to where? Text. Always look down. Your menu is at the bottom. So we go to text. That's what we're going to write. So tap on other text. You have add a text box. You have add a heading, add a subheading, and add a little bit of text. Then if you want to use ready-made text, you can select any of these ones here. But what I'm going to be doing is we're going to be adding a heading. So, so tap on add a heading to now bring a text into your design. Then tap on it. Just tap once on it and type special. I want to put special. Okay. So when you tap special, click outside like this. Select your text and then move it to the top. You can see I'm clicking inside the text to select it and move it to the top. Okay. So with your text selected, you have options at the bottom here. So you have some options here at the bottom. So we want to change the font size. Font size. So tap on font size. The font size is currently on 92.
Font size.
Font size. You see font size there.
Mine is 58.
So I'll change mine to, let's change it to 48.
48.
Let's change it to 48. 48 seems to be too small. Change it to 60. Change it to 64. So 64 is good. We have now changed the font size. That's the size of the text. The next thing is to change the typeface or the font. So you see fonts there with two F's, right?
Yes.
So you tap on fonts, and then we're going to look for a nice script font. So I'll just look for a nice script font. Um, Let me try this Bukani script. Look at the one I'm using, Bukani script. Look at my screen. Bukani script. This one here. Bukani script. Tap on it and it will apply it to your design. Alright, so let's look at our previous design. The next thing we're going to put is food menu. So what do? You can do this yourself now. Go to plus, under text, add heading, and type food menu. So I'll move it to the top. Move it to the top. And I'll change the font size to also, font size to 64. So to change the font size using a specific number, you tap into this number section here. Just type 64. Press OK on your keyboard and close that. Then we want to change the format. We want to make this font bold. We want to make it bold. So if you scroll to the right, you will see format with the B icon. Tap on it. You will see B. B is for bold. I is for italicize. So tap on this B here. So if you tap on B, to make your font bold. Okay. and we close it. We check the color of our, see that it's yellow, so tap on it, tap on our text, that's food menu text, you will see color. You might need to scroll depending on the size of your screen. You see color here, so tap on color. I'm going to choose a golden color, like this, an orange color. I'm going to use this one here, pointing on it. I'll use it. So don't click on this, don't tap on this change all. When you are done, just close, click here to close it. So that this is looking nice. Our design is taking shape. So we've added our two borders, added our special text and food menu. So let's go to a fun part. We're going to be adding the pictures, right? And this design.
Yes.
Okay, so the first one is a picture of a pancake, right? The second one is a picture of something that looks like a salad. And the third one is a picture of a taco. So what we're going to do is the first one we're going to do pancakes, the second one we're going to do probably um, rice dish. The third one we're going to do shawarma. Okay, so let's start with the first one, pancakes. So we're going to do, I'm going to show you two methods of adding, or yeah, two methods of adding pictures to your design. The first method is we're going to add the picture from Canva. And I want you to notice something about the pictures. You see that they are all rounded, right? They all have a rounded frame, isn't it? So let me show you how to do that. What we are going to do is that we're going to add a rounded frame in Canva. So tap on the plus sign. If you are still on text, just follow me. If you're still on text, go to elements. So under elements, check your search bar. If there's something written on your search bar, tap on the small X button to clear it. See the small X button here? Tap on it to clear it. You want to start afresh and get new elements. Okay? So it should bring you back to this um, page. You should see your recently used. You should see shapes and all. Then I want you to scroll down until you get to a place called frames. See frames? You see a circular frame there. So just tap on it. This circular frame here. Just tap on it. Yes. To be
The
added
first
to
one.
your, yeah, that's the first one. It will be added to your design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to resize it. Let's reduce the size. You see where I'm reducing the size from. So we're going to reduce the size. You see that this one is the one we are trying to copy. It's not too big. So I think this size is okay. Reduce yours to this size. I don't know if I can check the size of this thing. So Canva does not allow, but just reduce yours to this size. And we are going to duplicate it into three. Okay, so duplicate it, and as your if you duplicate it, move it to the just move it to the center. So the second one should be in the center. You see that Canva will draw a straight line to tell you when you have reached the center. Okay, for proper alignment. Then duplicate the center one, and it will automatically duplicate it to the right position for you. Alright, so these frames, these are where we are going to drop our images, right? So you'll notice that you'll see something that when we drop the image, it's going to fit nicely into the frame. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our pictures, and I told you that we're going to do it in two ways. The first way is to add the picture directly from Canva. So you go to plus, then under elements, you want to say the first one is going to be pancakes, right? So go to your search and search for pancakes. So search for pancakes, and under pancakes, go to, you see under, when for your search result we have graphics, right?
Yeah.
The other time we use graphics, but this time we want to use photos. Okay, so go to select all.
I'm
That's
going to
under
select all.
photos. See all now.
Okay, see all.
See all. So under photos, we look for a good picture of pancakes that is free, not pro. And I want one with a background. So let me just scroll and look for. Okay, so the third one at the top, that's this one.
Okay.
This one here. This one here. Look at it. I'm pointing at it.
Okay.
Yes, did you not see exactly the same thing? So just tap on it. That's what we're going to use. You should drop on your design like this. Now watch my screen. I'm going to move this image. I'm going to move it close to the first frame. Okay? Now see what happens. If I move it to now become faded a little bit, indicating that it is about to enter inside the frame. If I release my hand, see that it will enter the frame. I want you to do that. Did it work?
Like, I don't have to.
You don't have to reduce the size. Canva will do that for you automatically. See, I entered, right? So that is the first method of adding pictures. Now let's go to the second method. Uh, okay, we'll do that for the third picture where we're going to do shawarma. So the second one is okay. Yeah, let's do it for the second picture. For the second picture, we say we're adding a plate of um, rice, right?
Yeah.
So this time we are going to leave Canva. So depending on the phone you are using, I'm using Android, so I'm going to minimize my Canva and open your browser, whatever browser you're using. Follow me now. Open your
I
browser.
use on it to save. Okay.
Canva will do the saving for you. Don't need to save your work. Canva will do the saving for you. So it's not like other designs where you need to save. Canva will do the saving for you. So go open your browser. You can be using Chrome. Me, I'm using Opera. Then I'm going to search for just going to search for white rice. So white rice dish. So now open up in Google. Then I'll go to images. Under Google, I'll go to images. Then you see we have a lot of white. I'll look for the one that looks very uh, attractive, like this one here. So you can use any picture you like, but look for one that's very
I've seen
attractive.
it. Um,
So if you see that one, click and hold on it. Know what it means to tap and hold now, right?
yeah.
Tap and hold. You see save image. So save image.
Copy. How to photos. Actually.
Save image. Save image. You see save. So depending on the phone you're using, you might need to share and you see download or save image, especially for iPhone users. Then it will be saved to your gallery. Okay. So now you can go back to Canva. So depending on how you switch apps on your phone. So for iPhone, you know how you do that. For Android, I'll just switch back to Canva. Okay. Then go to plus, which is for adding. And this time we are going to gallery. So the picture you downloaded,
Camera.
gallery. Now under gallery, your gallery is currently on recent. So if your picture doesn't appear, did yours appear? The one you downloaded, did it appear? Yeah, so if yours appear, you can just click on it. Then mine did not appear, so I'm going to change the folder from the top here. It's currently on recent, so I'm going to change mine to um, okay, I don't think I downloaded the image. Did I download it? Yes, I downloaded it. Yes, I think I downloaded it. Yes. So I will look for where I downloaded mine. Mine is using to show. I'll go back to recent. So here mine has appeared. And to select it, you see add to page. Okay, so add to page. to add the picture to your page. We'll now do the same thing. I'll drag it over the second one and you see that it fits nicely. Okay,
Yes.
so I want you to do the third one. The third one we're looking for shawarma. So go back to your browser. So I'll search for shawarma. So why we are using these two methods is, you know, some pictures are not free on Canva. So you can always come to Google and almost all the pictures in Google are free. So look at this one. I like this one. It's looking very attractive. Yeah. So same process, save image, download it depending on your browser, then go back to Canva, go to plus. I'm not fast now, it's something we've done before. So if you don't see the picture, you might tap on recent, wait for some time, then tap on recent again, it should appear. Then tap on the image and add to page. Okay, we'll do the same thing, move it across the third frame, and we have our shawarma entered there. All right, let's continue. So you notice that on our original design, the images they have is a white circle, right?
Yes.
That's for emphasis. That's for creating contrast, emphasis, hierarchy. Remember when we did our principles of design. So we're going to do that to our own design too. We're going to add that. Uh, sorry, let me undo. So it's important to understand these two buttons at the top, close to file, undo and redo. So if you make a mistake, click on undo. If you want to repeat what you've done before, click on redo.
These two are
Yeah, yeah. So one is undo, one is redo. So let me just show you how it works. Yeah, that's the way the picture is. So let me just explain undo. Let's say I mistakenly shift this thing to this side. I will tap on undo here. This is undo. So you tap on undo to go back. Very important as a designer to know how to undo. Okay, so let's go back to adding our circles. So tap on plus. Okay, then tap on elements. Okay, so yours might still be on pancakes. Just click on this X sign here and close to the search bar to close it. Mhm. So that should take us back to shapes. Now, that shape is a circle border, right? It's a circle border. So you can just search for, and that's why I love Canva. You can just search for anything you want. So I'll just search for circle frame or circle out. Search for circle outline. Circle outline. So like I said, if it's in something like Photoshop now, you have to draw the outline yourself and start doing all this thing. But in Canva, it's very easy. Everything is searchable if you know the right thing to search. So tap on the first one, which is what we want. Okay. Now it's appearing with black color. I don't know, it might be different in yours. Mine is appearing with black color. Okay, but if you look under, you see we have color. I'll just quickly tap on it and change it to white. So look for a white color and change it back to white. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to move it over the first one. Are you following me? Move it over the first one and reduce the size. Have you changed the color? Just reduce the size and then move it. Canva will help you to center it. Just try to center it um, on the frame. So I'll reduce it more so that the space is not too much. Good. So see that the space between my frame and the circle is very small. That's what I want to achieve. because my problem with touch screen is, your finger will be blocking you. There's a way to move things around that is easy. If the object is selected, when you scroll to the right, you see a place called nudge, right? You see nudge, the four-sided arrow. When you scroll to the right,
Yeah.
tap on nudge. So you can now use these arrows to move. You can now use the arrows to move your design until you've gotten to the perfect center. So it's a very important trick to know in Canva. All right, so let's do the rest. Let's do it for the rest of the pictures. So select the one you've done before,
Yeah.
duplicate. You can use nudge. For me, I'm going to use my fingers because I'm already used to it, and place it in the center. I'll also duplicate for the other one, and I hope that Canva will do magic for me. No, I have to move it myself. And so let me use nudge for this one so that I see how nudge works. Choose nudge, and then move it perfectly. So you should have something like this. All right, so what's the next thing to do? So we're going to add a picture of a burger and a picture of what I don't know. So maybe there we'll use chicken. All right, so we are going to add a picture of a burger and maybe here we'll use chicken, right?
Yes.
So you notice that they are on a square or rectangular frame, right? Yeah? Are you there?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to add these two pictures. We can do it. I think we can do burger from Canva. We can do both from Canva, so I don't waste time. So go to plus. First, we need to add a rectangular frame. Okay. So if you see frames, click on see all. When you tap on elements, if you see frames, click on see all. I want to select, okay, still on circle outline. So cancel the circle outline. Click on the X here to cancel the circle outline. Search them there. So let's go back to frames. So under frames, click on see all. You should see a rectangular frame. You see a rectangular frame. Don't have any perfect rectangular frame here. So let's just use the first, second, third, the fourth one. This one here that has like, yeah, this one. Let's use that one. Okay. So reduce the size a little bit. Can we do that? Now reduce the size. So reduce the size until it gets to the center. The Canva will tell you when it has got to. See this line, right? It is at the center, which means the edge should be aligned with this side here. Then this other edge should go to the center. Then duplicate and also move the other one to the side. So you see that Canva will help you align everything neatly. Make sure it's properly aligned. Yeah. So yeah, mine is properly aligned now. So we can now go ahead and it's not properly aligned. Let me move it. Move this one. Yeah, I think it's aligned properly now. Okay. So let's go to plus. So go away from frames. Just start back here. If you're still in frames, are you with me? Start back here. I'll just press back. Press back. So other elements we search for burger. Burger. So go to photos, see all. Under photos, tap on see all. see. So let's look for one. That's nice. Yeah. So this one here. Which one? No, no, the third one. In fact, the third one looks exactly like what we have there. That's this one.
Okay. Okay.
Third one. So select it. And as usual, just hover it over to be placed there. Okay, so for the next one, let's look for fried chicken. Fried chicken. This design will make me very hungry today. Fried chicken. Okay, so for remember we're using photos, so see all. And I'm going to use this one here that is free. Are you with me? I'm using this one here. This one. That's it.
Transparent. Okay. The one we read.
Yes, I'm using it. Tap to be added. And then also hover over my hand. Are you not proud of your design at this point?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're making progress. It's now time to enter our to put our text. Okay, so we have main course, main course, main course. We just do what they do. We just do what they did there, so that we don't waste time. Because that can be anything. You can put depending on what your client sends for you. So, but we're just going to follow this, not to waste time. You understand? So it doesn't mean that this kind of design must have main course, main course, main course. Hmm? All right. So let's go to plus text and let's use subheading this time. Or in fact, the best thing to do, delete this, delete this, delete it.
It's okay.
Just delete it, select it and delete. There is a quicker way to do it. Go to elements. If yours is still showing fried chicken, cancel it. Then look for square. Search for square. So search for square. That should appear under shapes. Our network here is bad, probably because of the weather. So the weather. So let me just cancel this and go to shapes. Let's hope it loads. That's why your phone is hot. The network is bad, so your phone is using more power. Network is very bad.
And my screen is open. Should I hold this?
If yours is open, just select a square.
Should I just photos or on?
I don't understand this thing here. So let me go to elements. Then under shapes, tap. See the first one is a square now. Just tap on it. Okay. Then when you tap on it, let's change the color to yellow. But before doing that, you see that something is blinking at the middle, right? Something is blinking at the middle. If you tap on it, you see that you can type on it. So we're going to write main course. Main course. Okay.
There's
And
no blinking.
just tap inside the square to allow you type something. So let's continue. Then the first thing we're going to do is change our color to the yellow we are using, right? Remember the yellow we are using. So it might be there under your colors. You might see the yellow or orange that we are using, and then tap on it again. We want to change the font, right? The font color. If you scroll, you will see the font color and A with color, right? Did you see that? Look at it here. This one here.
Color.
Then we'll choose white for that. Oh, that is white color. Make sure it's white color. Let's go back and then we'll change the font size. Let's try 64. So everything is there on the menu. 64 is too much. Too much. Let's try 48. 48 is too much. Okay, 48 is not too much. What we do is that we need to expand the rectangle. So if you tap on the middle here, see where I'm tapping, I'll expand it from here. I'll just expand it from here.
48.
Yes, font size 48. So you see where I'm expanding it from. Watch my screen. And then I'll reduce the top too. Reduce it. So 48 seems to be too big. Let's go back and change the font size to, let's try 32. Yeah, so 32 is perfect. Then go to format and make the text bold. Okay, and move it to this side. Okay, so let's reduce the size. Reduce the size a little bit of the rectangle. Okay, reduce the size. So because we want to have three here, reduce the size to reasonable size. Make sure there is space between the, and then I want to remove this roundness. See that our rectangle has a roundness, right? Hmm? Like the edges are round. So I'm having network issues now. Let's just continue. So if you select your shape, you see shape there, right? Under it. In the menu, you see shape, right? You know that's not where we want to go to. We go to style. Go to style. You see style.
Yes.
Then you see rounding, right? Corner rounding. You see corner rounding.
Yeah.
You slide it up to 0. You don't need the corner rounding. Slide it to 0. So we can now duplicate this one into 3. So make sure this is at the middle. Okay. Okay. So you notice that it's too big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete them and reduce the size of this one again. I need to reduce the font size. So if things don't fit, you can try reducing the size of the elements in the design so that they fit. What did I just do? So undo that. This is where undo is very important. So undo. Change my font size. I'm going to try. What is this?
I have not changed my own. Can go ahead and change mine.
If yours is fitting, you don't need to change it. Mine is not fitting, so I need to change mine to 24. Duplicate. Placing it at the center Y. center. I'm bringing it down so that I can
It's
find the
going to be
center.
three.
Yes, there are going to be three of them. So sometimes Canva will be misbehaving and it's not giving you the center. You can close the center, get this one. Okay, so let's check our. Okay, no wonder. So you see that this color is supposed to be black. Our text color, let's make it black because that white is looking too faded. Okay, black. It's better now. Then I'll align this one to the edge here. I can use my nudge to bring this one to the center. Nudging. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is to enter the food name and the price. So we have like 5 foods here. Main course, main course, main course. So let's leave the first one, main course. Let's leave the second one. Let's change the second one to double click on it. You can change the text. So just delete the text. Let's change it to snacks. And the third one, double click on the text. Just double tap on the text to change it. And delete the one that's there to delete it. And the last one, we are going to name it desserts. Okay. So we have main course, snacks, and desserts. So the next one we're going to do is now is to put the name of the food and the price. So the name of the food is in white, the price is in yellow. So for main course, we just put rice. Just put what we put there. We have rice, right? Put rice, and then we'll put the price there. Um, then snacks, we put the snacks we have burger, shawarma, and dessert. So let's just start. So plus sign, go to text, right? So this time we're going to add body text.
Text box.
Body text, body text, body text.
And a little bit of good text.
Yes.
Okay.
So bring your body text, bring it down and back to change. So first one will be, I don't know what you guys call it. Just put price and make sure your it's white. So when items become small, you see that Canva will not give you this four-sided arrow. That's where you use to move things around. Move things around. If it's still difficult for you to move things around with that, then use the nudge. Use nudge. So select the rice, go to nudge, and you can use it to move things around. Okay. So reduce the size of this rice, the font size. You know how to reduce font size now. So reduce it to 24. Okay. Then we'll duplicate it. So the next one will be maybe spaghetti. Let's put spaghetti.
24.
Yes, 24.
No, is it 22? Shall we use
Yes, make it 24. So my next one is spaghetti. And you see that Canva is giving me the space between them, 36, 36, 36, to ensure a consistent spacing. So we've written rice and spaghetti. Let us put the price. So I'll use my price. So for the price, duplicate the price, just bring it close, then tap on it. I'll put N1, that's 1.15, and I'll change the color to yellow. and make sure it doesn't go beyond this that's the square for main course, the rectangle for main course. I'll tap on my 1.5. I'll change the color to the yellow we've been using. Okay, so you see we have rice 1500. Now let's go to spaghetti. Have you done the one for rice? Make sure your alignment is top notch. Your rice should be aligned to the edge of the rectangle for main course. So I'll use notch to do that. Use notch. Move it until I see a line telling me that it has aligned. See the line there. I also move my spaghetti. Use notch because it helps you. And I see that pop, see that line appeared. So we now have everything properly aligned. That makes your design look nice and professional. Alright, so let's do the one for spaghetti. Duplicate. And let's say our spaghetti is 2000. And you notice that the spaghetti is becoming too, yes. So now I want you to use it to zoom in. If you want to see what you are doing properly, you can use your two fingers to zoom in. I'm zooming in right now. You know how to zoom in, right? So zoom in. What I'm zooming in is that I want to see this middle. I want to change the size of my spaghetti from this size. I want to see this middle uh, handle here. I'm talking about this one. Look at it on my screen. So I'm going to use that to reduce my spaghetti. So this is one approach you can use. Or I just reduce the font size. Let me undo that. I'll reduce the font size of spaghetti. Align it properly.
What do you mean outside?
Let me see. Just move the slider. It's 90 on 19 now. So I also put my 2000 naira properly. Then zoom out. Okay. So zooming in and zooming out is very important, especially when you are dealing with small elements in your design. Okay. So let's do for snacks. Duplicate rice, move it to snacks. And let's say our snacks, let's put shawarma. Also make sure it's properly aligned. So here we can zoom in since the things we are working with are very small. We can zoom in. So make sure the shawarma is in the same line with the 1.5 from the previous one. You can now duplicate the this thing. I want you to notice something. If I put the 1.5 here, it might be too big, right? So we can use another method. We can, instead of putting, we can say shawarma or just put 1.5 under it. It's another way we can present the information, right? So duplicate shawarma. This we change this one to burger. Okay. So since they are just two, we can use this method. So the user know that shawarma is 1.5 and burger is, let's say, 3000. But if there are many of them, You have to put them side by side. So let's do the same thing for our rice and spaghetti. So I'll bring my Y5 down. So rice is 1.5, spaghetti is 2,000. So we need to change spaghetti size back to 24 that we were using before. Spaghetti 2,000. So see how zooming your work makes things easy for you. So we are done with rice and shawarma. So we go to desserts. I'll duplicate desserts. So for desserts, and say ice cream, ice cream. Make sure everything is properly aligned. Get the price. So let's say for dessert we just have only ice cream. Okay, another dessert is smoothie, right? We are like enjoying life. You're telling me all these things. So, smoothie. So, align it properly. Smoothie. I'll duplicate this one and let's say smoothie is 1,000. So you see, you now have your design looking nice and clean. If you have a nice and clean design, this I notice that my 1.5 for my rice is not properly aligned with the 1.5 for shawarma, so I'll just go and align it properly. So Canva will draw these lines to show me that it's aligned. I release. The design is looking nice and perfect. Okay, so we'll continue. You see, we've done something really good. So, like I said, if when you're designing and things are not fitting, it's okay to change the arrangement as long as it will not be confusing to the user. Another thing we can do, that's why it's good to be creative as a designer. We can add, this is just an example, you don't need to do it. Let me just show you. Just for creativity, we can add a line. I'll zoom in. So I can just add a line like this. So I can just add a line, maybe behind these things to show that both of them are related.
Sorry, you know this together.
I say you don't need to do it, I'm just showing you as an example.
Okay.
So the line is already giving me trouble, it's refusing to be straight. So you can put a line like this to show that these two are related, but it should be something that looks nice. I don't know why Canva is refusing to straighten up the line. It's aligning it with something else. I don't know what the problem is. So you can just look for creative ways to do proximity, just to like show that these things are related to each other. So finally, let's add this decorative stuff in the bottom to finish off our design. So go to elements, then this one I'm going to search for decorative line, decorative line. So under decorative line, you go to see all, or let's make it golden. Let's make it golden decorative line. Golden decorative line. So what we need is a graphic. So under graphics, tap on see all. So let's look for something that is free. Let's try the first one. Every all of them seem to be pro. Let us try the first one. Oh, I placed it in the wrong place. Sorry, let me go back. First one, that's this one here. So tap on it, should place it, and I'll just move it to the bottom and see what it looks like. It's very faint, so let's just increase the size. Increasing size is not easy, and this is where zooming is important. So you zoom in. So when you zoom in, you see that it's easy for you to increase the size. So I zoomed in so that I can increase the size. Size. And make sure it's at the middle. Canva doesn't want to help me put this thing at the middle.
So how do you finish this one?
Alright, so if you've done that, congratulations. You have finished your design. You have something like. So what I'll just do is I'll just look through my design, look for mistakes or alignment errors. Like I just noticed that this food menu is too far from the special. So I'm going to use my notch, just move it up. Let's move it up a little bit so that it's close to the food menu. You can also look for alignment issues in your design and correct them. So when you are done with your design and you want to send it to your clients, you export it. So to do that, you see this button here at the top right corner, this button here. Yes, this one here at the top right corner. Tap on it and you see download, right? So you just tap on download to come to this screen. Now, if yours has one page, so just show only one page is here. So mine has two pages. Because mine has two pages, I'm going to select, because my design is on my second page, I will uncheck this and I'll just select page 2. Okay? But if yours is on one page, it might not show that. Then when you are done, make sure your file type is on PNG, suggested, then tap on download. So you should see this animation. When it gets to the top, it means that your design has been downloaded. Alright, so when it's done, you see a screen like this. So from here, you can either share directly to WhatsApp, if your client is on WhatsApp, or you can just close this, just close it. And when you go to your gallery, whatever your gallery app is, under your gallery, you should see your design under Canva. So you might need to go to other albums depending on gallery, and then you see your design there. So from here, you can share your design to your social media or to your clients or whoever you're designing for. So that is it about designing in Canva. So some things I need to show you before I finish up. Um, Text alignment, you can align text to the left or right. So we do that from format here. So all our text now are center aligned. We want to align it to the right. Click here to align it to the right. So you'll be using that maybe in your own future designs. So you can submit this now to our email. That's training at aig.info and
Now, can I submit
moving@trials.info. Yeah, you can submit your work.
now?